Something I never knew that I needed in my Transformers collection were to take the words original G1 toy and fully articulated and mash those together, because on paper it's an interesting concept, but with the execution we may just have one of the best Transformer figures of all time on our hands. Let's find out. How's it going, everyone? Decepticon9 here. Thank you, as always, for coming back to another review here on the channel. Super excited to see you. Before we actually delve into Optimus Prime himself, go ahead, click the like button if you like what you see, and if you like what you see and you want to stick around, hang out, and see some more, go ahead and subscribe as well so you never miss a future upload, and hit that notification bell so that you can always stay informed when new content comes out here on the channel. So, without further ado, no more of this babble nonsense. Let's get down to looking at Missing Link Optimus Prime. Okay, before we actually take a look at Missing Link Convoy himself, I just wanted to share this packaging because I just took him out of the shipper box. Comes in this, just like a regular old Masterpiece box, Takara Tomy product, yada yada yada. And he comes in this just absolutely gorgeous G1 aesthetic packaging with an updated artwork that's very reminiscent of the original G1. We got the Takara logo up here in the top. All the Japanese text that I'm sure is just saying, you know, the brand name and his name and all that. And he is in there, of course, looking beautiful. Stock photos, and we see up on the top some stock photos. That's the original box art drawing represented by the figure itself, which is really, really cool. On the side, we get a showcase of what he's got. The back is, oh, come on, look at that. The original package art here on the back, and his sort of accessory list here on the side. You get his tech spec scan. I really hope there's a decoder in the box. That would be awesome. I'm sure this is a bio or something here, and just another art rendition of the figure right there. Very, very beautiful. And just a bunch of text on the bottom that I cannot read, but yeah, but before I cracked him out of the package, I had to show him off like this because god damn, it is just absolutely beautiful. But okay, now with that said, let's crack him out of the box and get into actually Missing Link Optimus Prime himself. Okay, I lied. We're not going to look at the figure right quite yet because I need to talk about the packaging interior really quick. Look at this. They packed him up in styrofoam, which is just, oh, so cool. He is in there nice and tight. All his accessories are laid out here. The little med guy has his wheels on a spool, which is so cool. His accessories are all packed in. Trailer here, convoy here, matrix right there. Plus, he does also come with some extra goodies. He's got a decoder for the tech specs on the back, which I was hoping for. Comes with a little character card or something right there. Instruction sheet, and looks like stickers, but we're gonna crack this open. I didn't know we were gonna have to sticker this fella up, but I mean, hey, you know what? I should have guessed. That's part of the G1 experience. But what else? Okay, decoder, instructions, yep, some stickers, and a little pamphlet. What is in the pamphlet? Oh, nice. Okay, a little pamphlet pull out that kind of shows off everything. Tells you a little bit more about the guy, what he's got going on. But cool. Okay, now I think with that, I will go ahead and get to the rest of the figure. Ooh, out of the box here in the vehicle mode. I mean, let's just take a moment to look at this vehicle mode and just appreciate its beauty, because I mean, look at this. Did you do it? Did you appreciate it? Good, because you should, because this thing is freaking gorgeous. I don't really honestly have much to say in the way of this vehicle mode, because I mean, it is just the original iconic Generation 1 Optimus Prime vehicle mode, but just done so well, so beautifully. The red on the cab truck just pops very well, and the silver along the front side here for the stripe just really shines as well. Speaking of shines, all this chromed out metal here on the front for the bumper and for the headlights, for the grille, all very well done, as well as for on the rims and the oil tanks there in the back. If we take off the trailer, we'll come back to that in a second. I mean, look at this thing. It's so nice. And the matrix on the inside looks super cool as well. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But I mean, yeah, this is, and there's some more robot details, but yeah, I mean, this is just the G1 toy done up in truck mode, basically. I mean, besides the obvious differences, but yeah, I mean, this thing is just, it's it's so beautiful. I really honestly don't have anything else to say about it besides look at how goddamn beautiful that thing looks. Very, very nice overall. Just so iconic, so nice. And the trailer too, honestly. The trailer isn't half bad either. I'm not the biggest fan of trailers as of late, because a lot of the trailers that they do, as we all know, are just kind of junk. They're just big rectangles that don't really add anything to the figure. But this one is a little bit different because there is a lot happening with this trailer as opposed to the modern trailers, which is really, really nice to see. Obviously, it doesn't pale in comparison. Obviously, it pales in comparison to how awesome the figure is, but there is some good stuff going on with the trailer there too. So before we take a look at it individually, though, I just want to show you really quick the difference between our new missing link Optimus Prime over here and our Earthrise Optimus Prime right here, who is still honestly probably a gold standard for modern Optimus Primes. But just look at the difference in terms of trailer size here. The vehicle modes are actually, or the cab mode, I should say. The cabs are a little identical in size. We'll take a look at that in a second. But look at how much more massive this trailer is. Just so nice. And it's very hefty compared to the Earthrise one here as well, which is nice to see. But yeah, I mean, you can see that the cabs are pretty similar in terms of just their general size, which is pretty cool. And of course, we'll take a look at robot modes here in a little bit. But yeah, there's with an Earthrise Prime for you. I did have an original G1 Optimus Prime somewhere in my collection that is in terrible shape. But I searched through a couple of my bins, and I'm not sure which bin he ended up in, so we'll have to skip that. But from what I understand, this is basically the exact same size and everything compared to that. So really quickly, let's go through the trailer. There's a lot happening with the trailer, so I don't really want to bog down the video with what happens in the trailer. But I'm just going to kind of show off some of its features and some of the inside, the interior deco, and all that kind of stuff really quick. So, all right, the trailer does, pretty much everything you hope it does. Down here, it's got its little ruts that you can pull out, and you can make it stand on its own without Prime there. Does have his wheels, of course, so he can roll over there. And then when you come around to the back, there is, of course, this big old flap, whoosh, which can fold down with some nice sturdy clips. Everything on this clips very, very nice and tight, which is good. And then you open this bad boy up, and it just reveals so much. And I'll kind of take some of it out here one by one. Here we got Roller. We got a nice little new version of Roller, which is pretty neat. Done up in all kind of silvery grayish plastic with nice black wheels, so that he can, of course, roll. He does the rolling, which is great. And he has this little flip section up here, so you can flip and have a little light happening, or flip it around, and it reveals a 5mm peg, which you can store some weapon accessories and stuff in, which is pretty neat. So yeah, you get Roller, which is cool. And then we're gonna take a look. Whoosh. We're gonna pull out the this guy here. Gonna look at the interior of the trailer. Just kind of show all of it off in one go if I can here. There we go. So these stickers were painted, These stickers were painted on. These stickers were already applied when you get it out of the package. But I mean, look at all the craziness happening in there. There's lots of colors and very, very vibrant. I love to see it versus this. And this is the Earthrise trailer. I mean, look, there's a lot of detail happening on the inside of the trailer, but there's no paint, there's no color. It's all gray. Really, really boring. And you can see just the sheer mass of it compared to this one and what it has. It has the little helper robot, but this one is. There's so much happening with this one, which I will talk about that in a sec. But yeah, this is why modern trailers need a little bit of work, because they're just empty boxes when trailers used to be this, right? They used to have so much going on. Come back down. There is stickers here that you did have to place on the inside. You can kind of see all of them in there. Boom, boom, boom. All of those ones that you had to place yourself. You can see his ion blaster is stored here. Then, of course, yes, he does have his little med bay assistant droid guy, which comes up all the way as well, but you can also not extend it. You can collapse it on the arm there, so it can rest on the interior like so. I've found that he fits better, the trailer closes better if he's laying out stretched like that, but you can collapse it the other way. But you can, oh Jesus. He's got spring-loaded missiles, in case you missed that just now, which are very easy to fire off. But yeah, I mean, he's up here. You know what? Let's make this easier. So something you can do with this guy, which I think is really, really neat, is if you push him forward, he's on a little rail system, and you can just get the trailer out of the way. And he's got wheels on the bottom, and you can station him just by himself. So it's going to be a little bit easier to look at him like this. And he does all of the things that you would expect him to do. I don't remember how much of this the original does. I'm pretty sure it's a lot, but his little, I'm going to collapse him a little bit here. His satellite dish comes up, rotates around, and then of course he has his little arm back here that comes up and rotates around, and this is on a hinge right here. The cockpit piece right here is also on a hinge. So remnants of the Diaclone era, when they used to have little pilots that could go in there. So if you have any Diaclone figures laying around, I certainly don't. I kind of wish I did though. You could pop them in there, and I'm sure he would fit. And as I did mention, yes, he does have spring-loaded missiles. They're on a hair trigger that is so easy to set off. They go from being a very weak fire to a very strong fire at the same time. But yeah, I mean, this guy is crazy condition, or crazy like posable wise, and you can also like rotate him here. The radar dish spins around with a little dial in the back over there, so super, super neat. And that also allows you, if you would like, we'll bring the trailer back. If you want to recreate, I'm gonna just lift it up like this, the sort of medical bay docking look, you can pull him up and let him, you know, examine Prime when he's in robot mode, which maybe we'll pull him back out and look at there in a minute. But yeah, so trailer's got a lot going on the inside, which is super, super neat. Trailer's got a lot, and you can see like it's got places to store accessories, like his ion blaster here, and this. Genuinely, I am at a loss for what this is, so if there's anybody from the original G1 days who can tell me what this is, that'd be great. But I do know that you can put it on roller, use it as like a little refuel station, perhaps. Maybe that's what that's meant to be, is when Optimus Prime runs out of gas and you got to put something else in him. But yeah, I mean, you can store those right in here, which is nice to have some storage for some of these things. And yes, as you can see, you can just rotate everything back here on the little guy, and just folds up right nice. Pop the trailer back closed. Clippy, 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 clippy. Trailer away. Now with that out of the way, I'm gonna set this off to the side. Maybe we'll see it again later, but for now, everyone say goodbye, trailer, and hello, gorgeous, because yeah, we're back with Optimus Prime here. And like I said, I really don't have anything else to say about this truck mode. I feel like all the good things about the truck mode of Optimus Prime has already been said to death, just in general. So we're just gonna go ahead and get to what is the sweet spot of this guy, besides the robot mode articulation, is the transformation, because it is nearly one-to-one identical to the original G1 figure, with a few minor exceptions, obviously. So, here's how the transformation is going to roll. First, you're going to take the arms, pop them open, out like this. Fold out the fists, which are no longer pegging into the front of the arm, and now they're built in, which is great. And then you're going to flip out whoosh, the whole section just like that. Repeat over here, flip out, and rotate, boom, forward. Next, we're gonna hit this flap. Oh, I did forget to mention. He does have a rub sign right here on the top, which we love, rub signs. And there we go. I was worried it wasn't gonna work, because every time I've tried it, the rub sign has not worked. But maybe I just wasn't hot enough. You can see it there. There it is. I can't believe I didn't mention that till now. Anyway, flip up the head. There we go. And I mean, already you can just see how beautiful this is, right? Now here's where it differs probably the most from the original figure, because the original figure did not do this. First you have to flip up the wheels there. Then you got to separate the legs, and you can see there's a little split here in the leg section. If it focuses on the leg section, there we go. Pull those out. Boom, just like that. And then you're gonna flip the legs down, close the wheels back up, and get the camera to focus back on him. Flip up the toes. And ladies and gentlemen, I mean, come on. Look at this thing. It is just so nice. I love this so much. And this is something that I wasn't sure that I ever wanted. Yeah, like I mentioned up top, I wasn't sure if this was something that would have appealed to me very much, but I saw the photos and I was blown away. And in hand, it is just, oh, it is so nice. Like, the colors on him are all just very beautiful. He looks great. I love all these added in molded details, which were stickers on the original figure, like these kneecap sections, these forearm sections, and the paintwork on him is just very nice. It is a masterpiece level figure. I know Missing Link is not technically a masterpiece line, as far as I understand it, but this is very masterpiece quality, which is why it was like 120 bucks. And then like even down here on the feet too, those pieces are molded in and painted. They do include stickers of them on the sticker sheet, but I think that's just because they made the same sticker sheet for the cartoon version and for the toy version, so that if you wanted to give your cartoon version a little bit more accurate details on there, you certainly could, but mine obviously don't need to put them on. And yeah, I mean, just all around, this thing is nice. Yes, he does have a big, gap hole section in the back, but not much you can do about that. He's got all the chrome on all the silver pieces. He just looks, so good. He does look, if you put his arms like totally straight though, he does look a little goofy. His proportions are slightly wonky, but if you get his arms bent up and put out, like, he just looks so good. So good. Like, I just don't have any other adjectives to describe this thing besides good, perfect, beautiful, sexy. I love him. And then, of course, one of the best parts about this, and the thing that really like interested me in it, is all of the added articulation, which let me show you really quick. So his head up here, which, first of all, I didn't really get to show that gorgeous head sculpt all. Look at that. Oh, that is just so quintessential Prime, man. So cool. Anyway, the head does swivel all the way around, so you can get it to do a little turny turn. No up or down movement unless you count looking up on the flap, which then really exposes a hole. So not the greatest, but that does still work. His arms are on spin. Yeah. This is why I'm a top tier reviewer, guys. His arms are on spin. No, his arms do spin all the way around. They go out this far as well. You can see the exposed mushroom peg there. And just due to transformation, you can also give him a butterfly joint, which is very nice. Here at the elbow, you can swivel it all the way around. You can bend it on a nice ratchet. Obviously, as you can see, it goes all the way straight up to 90, which is awesome. The wrists here are on a swivel. The fingers articulate out like so, and you can pivot them in if you would like, just part of transformation. Now, you'd think that was it. No, you can also give him an ab crunch, which makes him just look even cooler in most of his poses. If you do it like this, he just kind of looks like he's hunched over going, oh, my back. But certain action poses, he looks very sick in, like, something like that. Super cool. Mine, it's a very heavy click, especially going back. I have to hold it like this and just push it. So be wary about that if you are worried about that kind of thing. He does have a very minor waist swivel. It goes only about this far around. It goes swivel there. Not much going on there. Legs do go forward this far. Incredible. Legs also go backwards that far, obviously for transformation, which is great. They can also go out to the side. This is about as far as they go over here to the side. I have one minor nitpick about my legs, a quality control issue, is that you can see how easy I move this leg. Very nice, very fluid. Love that. The other leg is much tighter when it comes to the outward and inward movement. I have to hold it. I have to hold the actual leg piece to pull it out at all. And then pushing it in, I have to hold it tight and really push it. And I'm not sure how strong that plastic is going to hold over time with me having to manipulate it that much. So I am a little slightly worried about that. So I try not to move that leg in and out. If anybody knows a way to, and this is like, I don't know how to loosen this pin piece up. If anyone has a good idea for how to loosen that pin up, let me know. Anyway, okay, knees also, you can bend them one click forward if you want. You can also move them super backwards, which is super awesome. I love seeing that. And then the toes here are on swivels, so you can swivel them all the way around if you want. And you can also pivot them up and down. So he is just chock full of articulation, which is so nice. You can get him in some really cool poses actually for like how boxy he is. You can even also just straight up recreate the original box art picture, which is just basically him with his legs like this and pointed down and his arms like here. So look at that. It's the original box art Prime, which is super fun. But you can put him in so many other wacky variety of poses. It's just super neat. The other thing that is great about this figure, besides the articulation though, is he comes with accessories. Of course, he comes with accessories. We talked about all the ones that are inside the trailer, of course, but aside from that, he does also come with his ion blaster, which is done up in all black. Looks very nice. You can put in his hand, obviously, give him his little good old pew pew machine there, and have him deal the damage to the Decepticons. You see that he does have two pegs on it, so if you would like and you are able to get him to hold it with two hands, certain poses you can get him to hold it with two hands. I have yet to figure out, let's see, a way to get it to go down. Okay, kind of, a little bit better, but yeah, you can have him hold the gun with two hands if you do some working around there, which is super duper awesome. And then he just looks super neat with the gun. And my favorite, of course, I always love this on a Prime, is the Energon axe done up in a nice clear translucent orange. And to put it on him, you pop open this little flap. There is a peg in there. You can just slide it over his hand like so. Clap that up. And now he's got his awesome Energon axe ready to rock and roll. And you can still swivel the hand. No, you can't. Never mind. I lied. Ignore that. So yeah, it looks super duper cool in there to give him his axe and to give him his gun. And just to be able to swivel him around a little bit and give him, you know, some sort of action-y pose, which is like, look at that. That is just so cool. I love that you were able to do that. And of course, we have one more accessory in here to talk about, and it is none other than the Matrix of Leadership, as you can see in his chest. Let me go ahead and take these other ones off really quick, though. And yes, so you're going to open up the chest here, and it reveals the Matrix chamber and the Matrix itself. And the Matrix chamber is done up in a nice super chrome silver color, and there's the inside there. And the Matrix, I keep saying the Matrix itself is done up in a gold chrome with a blue interior and a hollow space there on the back, which looks super cool. If you want your Prime to be a little more accurate to the original Prime, you can remove the Matrix chamber, and it will reveal in there a couple little seats, which is what the original figure looked like, and this is where his hands would go in vehicle mode. So you can fold that up and just have an emptier looking chest, which is even more accurate to the original figure. But I think part of the charm of this one is adding the Matrix chamber, obviously, because look at how cool that looks. But anyway, yes, so here is the Matrix. It does fit into the hands. If you open up the fingers, put the thumb in the holes, then what you are going to do is you can just wiggle it around a little bit. With the right amount of manipulation, you can have him hold the Matrix with two hands, which is something that most modern Primes that have Matrixes can't even do. So they're getting shown up by Missing Link Prime here, which is just so cool. This is easily going to be in the top 10 or in the figure of the year tournament this year for sure. This thing is undeniably cool and just all around awesome. Now, really quick, before we wrap this thing up, I want to show off the Missing Link Prime with our Earthrise Prime here, our modern Prime. So you can kind of see the difference in the two. And this is super cool because I love getting to have a more... He's coming off very black instead of blue in the light here for some reason. But he is a dark blue. Having a very accurate toy update version and a very pretty accurate cartoon update version. Both, you know, highly posable and accomplishing the things that they are meant to accomplish. It's just super, super cool to have two primes very similar here. And you can see they're even, you know, fairly close when it comes to scale. Earthrise is only a little bit taller than the Missing Link, and Missing Link obviously is a lot more boxy, but this one retains some of that boxiness. So some similarities across the board, and I love them both for their own respective reasons. So that's about all I have to say for a close-up look at the Missing Link Optimus Prime. What else is there to say? I mean, he is just a chef's kiss, beautiful, perfect little guy. And I think if you are a fan of Optimus or of G1 Transformers at all, this is definitely something you need to grab. Super cool novelty piece, but also at the same time, looks like we're getting more Missing Link in the form of Bumblebee and Cliffjumper, which I will definitely be getting after how blown away I was by this piece right here. All right, y'all, that's going to be it for my full review of the Transformers Missing Link 01 Optimus Prime. If you have this figure, go ahead and let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. I have just loved everything about this guy. No bad things from me, of course, but I want to hear your thoughts as well. And that brings us to the end of another episode of Deceptibot 9 Reviews. Thank you as all for watching, and I will catch you guys later.